So, continuing on from yesterday when we made this thing, I did do a little bit of thinking, and I was thinking about how much oil needs to flow into here, and it turns out the answer is a lot. A lot of oil needs to go in. And so, hey, Superchip, how you doing? Hey, man. Yeah, the answer is a lot. And so I played around with it a little bit more, and I ended up with this build here. It did end up with a little bit of extra pipe here, like it's not all direct underground, but I think it's passable. I think it's tolerable. And then I ended up with this all here. It needs a lot of it needs a lot of oil. This thing, but it does work. It sinks 800,000 a minute, thereabouts. 800,000? It's 500,000. I was looking at the wrong one. Look at it. Yeah. No, it is actually 800,000. Thought I was looking at the gas. Maru just got home from work. Nice. But yeah, it's a little bit nuts. This thing, and we need like 10 of them. I think it was. How much did it make? I need to double check that. 71. Yeah, something like 8. So, Moina is playing nice today. I cleaned it out. It's, did find when I cleaned it at the contacts in the joiner, and quite a bit of black did come out of it. Seems to be it's still touchy, but it seems a bit better today. But I'm hoping to get a new one. Hopefully it'll arrive Monday. Friday or Monday. But anyway, so that is plastic done. That's finalised. I can't think of any better way to do it than that at the minute. This one here. Take that. Creepy. How you doing? Oops, so we'll switch back to the main game. I changed up a few things here as well, just to help it along. Hey, yes, how you doing too? The solar actually finished. This actually ran. I didn't even run it for that long, and the solar had actually completely finished. So I gave it another stamp, and then I did a few more things, and then the next one was already done. So I put a fourth one down. The benefit of that is the solar's now doing most of the work. And it was 500 megawatts exactly. Yeah, so these are basically doing nothing right now. These are hardly doing anything. They're hardly doing anything to the point where I can actually demolish them. I can get rid of them. Deconstruct all of that. And all of that. That. All of that. That is that. Gone forever. Some poles in here just to make sure it actually connects still. Did an oopsie today. You broke your toes. Then 10 minutes later, so it's called on duty. The digger had cut a power line. Ooh. So you had to do work while with a broken toe. Damn. That would have been rough. Hopefully it didn't do more damage to it. Hope that that it'll heals up fine. Might as well get rid of these while we're at it. Look at this, we're cleaning up the starter base. There's some more steel over here too. I figured that since there was some extra lanes of iron, we could just turn more of it into steel. I think I expanded acid a little bit because it was struggling. Where are we at? There it is. Yeah, the all of the steel is still being used even with that extra steel boost. Similar story with circuits. All these simpler circuits are now in the network, and occasionally it does actually take from it. Ooh, hiccups. Occasionally the bots do actually pull from it. which is kind of scary and crazy. Also, there was a bit of an error in the Make Everything. I now have over 10,000 electric mining drill Mark IIs in the network. Turns out that where I put the mining drill Mark II, that's where the centrifuge Mark II was. And I didn't change that. So this thing was happily trying to make centrifuge Mark IIs, and it was producing mining drill Mark IIs instead. Yeah, that was a thing. Oh, there's a centrifuge 2. Well, oh, I put them down here. I'm going to need to completely overhaul that anyway. That's such a clever use of splitters. I'm going to follow your example on every base of it. Sure, definitely. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. 100% successful splitter build. Yeah, now I have a few extra. Admittedly, I'll probably use them all. That's the scary thing, is I probably will actually use them all. So that's something to keep track of, is how many get used. So this thing's struggling on copper and steel, which isn't surprising. I should also point out that because power's fully kicked in, oh, still not using the accumulators. It's actually running entirely off nuclear at the minute. But it can run off the accumulators if it wants to. Ah, there we go. We're using a few kilowatts. Most importantly, there doesn't seem to be fish in there. I think I might have cleaned it out already. There was one other thing. What was it? Oh, where was copper actually going into the network? There. Pretty sure I fed some other belts up. Hard to tell these days. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. There's a belt feeding copper there to satisfy these machines. I suppose it's actually got the copper in there. It's just the steel. So yeah, everything is waiting on steel now. You're full. Are you full? How dare you be full? What are you full of? Might need to do a little bit of network cleaning, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of wood in there. Concrete. It's a lot of garbage in general. A lot of gears. I think it's time to get rid of that. Yeah, we'll get rid of the wood. Yeah, we'll get rid of the wood. Oh. Dear. I can use it on the smelters or something. Oh, you're unpowered. How dare you be unpowered? Gonna do much good going up to where the plastic goes. So, first things first, iron. Amazingly, this thing's still going. It's actually terrifying. I'll pull it up in a minute. Let's go 500, go all out. What's actually terrifying with this patch is it's almost using 4 purple belts right now. It's actually kind of crazy. Almost using 4 purple belts. It's absolutely bonkers. More stuff needs power. That's the trouble with pulling all this stuff up, is it upsets a lot of these builds. Go. Oh, speaking of power, I've taken to also just upgrading all of the belts as I find them, red belts. I also realized too, looking at the Railbus starter base, I actually did one which all went in and came and the plate came out on the same side. And the reason for that is then you can extend the other end depending on the belt speed. And what I mean by upgrade, I mean like just dump that there. Looking iron ore out of network, but priority on the ore patch, not the bots. Oh, did that have the priority? Oh yeah, it does too. On that one, that would work better. I glanced at it and I didn't see the priority. Guess I'm just blind. Oh wait, I still need those. Saying that, I could probably get rid of this one. There. I almost exposed this patch to the point where I can mine it again. Almost, but not quite. Get rid of this one as well. There we go. Full-time gamer. Hi. Look at that. There's so much room for activities now. So much room for more steel smelters. Amazing. Oh, almost runned out. Runned it out. I also threw some radars down to help explore, so we need to see what's over here. I haven't finalized the location for the oil yet. I want to try and put it all in one place. I was sort of considering over here, but that could be problematic with getting in the way of these trains. I sort of want to spread the base out horizontally along here. Maybe put the silos up here. That's what I'm thinking at the minute. Still got to find a place for red circuits and so on. Now, I need to deal with this lake that's in the way. I'm going to need some bots. Got some mining drills. Got some of these. Get rid of some of them. And that. And that. What I want to do is build a site which just builds landfill. So, wander down. Might even just steal some landfill while I'm at it. I could also bring landfill in by train too, but there's a patch down here which I can make use of just here. Make use of that one. And then we can just slowly fill all this in. Make a nice big continent that we can work with. Bigger continent. Maybe trim some of that one too. Maybe. I don't like filling stuff in if I don't have to. Because it's a lot of work. Where was it? The next one down. That's where it was. I put in a balancer? Yeah. Start a base, so it's fine. How is the construction queue as well? Oh, I actually got everything done down here. Diddled down here. Still missing a few things though. This got done. Got done. Limited to 0 though. Hang on. I didn't change the combinator either. Yeah, this thing sorted itself out. I actually didn't intervene on it and it actually sorted itself out. Yeah, so what does that say now? Nothing. Okay. How about I actually plug the wires in? And then we'll see what it says. 6 trains. There we go. I was actually making it all the way down too as an added bonus. It's not got a random broken wire part way down it. Here's next. This needs Wester chests. A slight tweak it needs. Just requested. Possibly stack, although I could probably make those. For ease ability, I might just make them stack stack speed inserters. When I change this, because I'm too impatient to do it manually. Manually pick through and do each one by one. Construction queue is still pretty big. There we go. I'll sort that out. It's almost to the point where I can get rid of the regular stack inserters, but the stack inserter Mark IIs are still a little bit on the expensive side. Those wires are us backwards. Oh, I see why. I wonder if I can eliminate some of those. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can. I designed it so I could. There it is. Yeah, we have a nice stone patch that we can work with. I didn't bring assembly machines. That's what I didn't bring. Where's the thingy? There's the thingy. I have a feeling this will be one of those things which I do in between sessions again. Because these are quite time consuming. The other thing that I wanted to do but didn't get around to was explore the void, the shrouded area. Where it's actually visible. As you do when you explore. Alright. I'm actually not getting powered in the middle. The advantage of these things is I can legitimately take away a miner and just put one in there. Put a substation in there and it's still fine. And it's quite comfortable with that. Some logi. Some construction. Gonna want a lot more thingy chests, provider chests. I need to go back and see if I get a assembly machine or two. I mean, there's probably enough there to run like two thingies, two assembly machines. Oh, apparently I'm building all these now. Probably should set up a nuclear fuel train at some point, because I have a feeling these trains are going to run out of fuel eventually. Actually, in saying that, what are you at? It'll be fine. It's almost used half in all this time. Got tons of time. Dear. That one, that one. How about you? Yeah, see, still got three fuel things in it. It's fine. Tons of fuel. What's been going on with everyone? If anything at all. It's very quiet today. FE supports Spidertrons? No, it doesn't have any... I mean, you get the base game one, but that's it. You don't get an extended one. That may or may not be changing. I don't know for sure. I would imagine it is... they are going to be introduced. I can't see a reason why it wouldn't be added. New. Stone by the boatload. It's probably going to need multiple inserters. Multiple outputs too. At some point I should also switch to titanium chests. You see they're barely running because they need more input. There we go. Get some more charging. Too fast. Yeah, that's all it can handle, so there's no point speeding it. Just add more build as always, as they say. Damn it! Didn't want him to build that there. Oh well, either way, that's at least started. I didn't know what's over there too. And as I was starting to think at the end of yesterday, I need somewhere to put steel. I need to turn steel. Hey, Destiny. Steel needs to go somewhere. What happened with the oil setup? We've got it figured out. I got a blueprint, and now I just got to start it up. At some point. Speaking of, how about I put it up there? It's somewhat out the way. Hey, Spellmaster. Good honk to you too. Yeah, so what we got is this thing here. It's derived from, I actually found a combination with it slightly less staggered. It's greeting now. Yeah, so it actually looks like this. It turns out that it's a little bit more convenient to feed the oil in by not staggering them as much, or by changing the staggering a little bit. Thinking slightly like that. And it's a good combination. You can see that the input needs a lot of work, needs a lot of input. Yeah, the chem plants have two inputs, so it's quite flexible. The only downside is I came across a few combinations which didn't work. How do I balance the tanks? I dropped a little combinator thing in to deal with that. I mean, for the most part you don't, but there is a few tricks you can apply. Generally it's a pain, but I have a little combinator thing which helps. Like that. Try that. Hmm. You have lots of issues with that. It's an ongoing struggle. It's an eternal struggle. I think the build's kind of small. It does 71,000 a minute. The problem is making it bigger increases like this thing's kind of pipe limited as it is. It only barely works. Thing is, I need like 10 of them. Uh, how does that increase? What do you mean? How does it increase it? The throughput limited is the oil coming in. Like I've done two parallel pipes and it barely works. Where is the oil? Um, yeah, about that. About that. Lengthen the train. Um, well, it's kind of the oil refineries are set by the chemical plants. How about there? Done. Set. Probably should remove uh this crap. Yeah, I think it's already at its limit for a bot sandwich. There's a limit to the size of a bot sandwich. Probably doesn't need two sets of outputs as well. I might end up removing them. I don't have train stops. Which way do you come in that way? So you gotta do this way. Doesn't line up. Or God damn it. Have to tweak that. I mean the train's already 416. Leftmost and rightmost. But what would... Yeah, the output train's only a 416. Like, there is... Can't just keep making it longer. Hmm. I mean, you can, but it becomes inefficient on the bots. You want to keep the network small. I mean, it's already a bit big as it is. There's that original problem I was worried about. The robo range being too big. And so these roboports push it out to... Oh no. Never mind. There. Used. So bloody big. There. Actually in line? Huh? Oh yeah, the pound poles are in line, so it must be. What happens if I rotate the blueprint? Does that. Or do you mean place them back to back? Uh, well, if you place them back, the problem is back to back like that, there'll be, the trains would come in at different, hmm. So it's sort of sharing, eh? Hey, look at media. Hmm. How we say? Pretty good. I actually slept all the way through, until morning last night. The direction of the train, this train stop, it works one way and not the other, but it's not the end of the world. The only thing I don't like about it is it depends on, like, the thing that I'm seeing with it is it depends on two, like, uh, effectively pulling, plastic from two. Don't know that I like that option. Like, you need two oil trains to fill one or two plastic trains, or two plastic trains pulling from one oil train. Hmm. It's also doubling the activity of the robo network. Two half trains? Maybe we'll just stick with this one. Disconnecting mod. I mean, it's not really that far apart to the point where it matters. Let's just go with this. Output everything to one train? Well... Oh, it has to actually be 416. Concerning thing is that's only halfway. It's only concerning because the sheer amount of space this takes up. Like, every train has to actually be 416. Should have been 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Oh dear. 8. Doing 1.1 without logistics bots or biters? That'd be fun. Let's see. So the total I needed was 585,000 a minute. So 585 divided by 71. 8.2, so we'll round it off to 10. um, I would round it off to 10, but I think I've run out of space. Um, hmm. Hmm. I should do a no-bolt run one day. Although I used to do that stuff like that all the time way back. 2 columns. Uh, sorta. Hate when players box things in a box of beacons. Yeah, that you do you. I mean, the beacons mean you don't need to fill an entire continent with these things. The thing with 2 columns is then you got to get the trains in and out somehow, and yeah, you can. Trouble is you can't really flip these. You can't like do that. You can't do either of those, and have the inputs in the center and the outputs 16, 8, 16. I mean, potentially. The thing I found with doing trains like that is getting the 2 builds lined up is a massive pain in the ass. There's actually a mod that V made to that means you have the assembly machines without the beacons around them. They functionally the same. You put 4 productivity modules or whatever in them, and they are functionally the same as full beaconed. Quite clever. Yeah, like if I had the input down the middle, I know how to make that work though. I have an idea. Okay, well, let's stop building things. Let's reclaim the plot wherever it is. Here. I want my belt back. There's another one over there. I might need to look at uh, the acid build. Because what I could do is like a 6 and 4 and then have a sulfur build and then in fact, let's do that now. Sulfur build and an acid build. Maybe acid build. How much stuff does one chem plant? Roughly, what was something like 20, 25 or 27. It is, it's not actually, it's a little bit under that. I mean, you could take 24 divided by, 71 divided by 24 and that'll tell you. 2.93. Auto oil plant, use TK coal every 5 to 10 6. I've done that before, and you need to tune the map to that kind of thing. Use coal liquefaction. Fun than bots? It is more fun than bots. The items have to work it out. From the rotation speed. I believe they're double. I believe these rotation 512. 6. Not quite double. Yeah. It's not quite double, but it's a bit under. It's I'm trying to remember what a stack inserter is. It's 27.7, I think. Anyway, that's not the thing that I wanted to do. Was over here. Let's take the same refinery, Delio. Ah, there you go. The same refinery, Delio there. I don't remember the thing off the top of my head. Go in for the research. Well, there's the stack size is caps out anyway at the stack limit of the maximum stack size of each item. Actually going to do plastic on this one. Instead, we'll do sulfur. This one could get a lot more interesting. How much sulfur do we need? Let's see. Sulfur, I need 53,000. And of that, 12,800 goes to blue science. So I could have one of these just for that, and then the rest of it gets turned into acid. Still an argument for making acid on site, because it's slightly less. Yeah, and then of that, most of it goes to batteries. I could go the rail bus route and do oil to batteries. Oil to batteries and oil to the blue circuit. There's a new one. Having blue circuits in the oil base. You know what? I reckons we're gonna need this one. And this thing's gonna need a crap ton of water. For something that doesn't use bots. What's the limit of that one? Oh, and you're out of... Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, bigger build isn't necessarily a good thing. Oh, the thought I had was that I've done a lot of experiments with like double, particularly double smelters, where you have like a smelter and then locos, then another smelter. Mr. Pipe. There. Use loaders. So that means using 2 sets of inserters, twice as many inserters. I mean, you need to benchmark it, but intuitively it suggests that it's probably worse. Now the thing with this is it's probably wait. Let's do it this way just for hilarity's sake first, because it'll be hilarious. This thing's not going to work very well. I can see it. Feel it. Should be okay to click and drag. Just need oil now. Let's try and give it some oil. Reduce the throughput by 40%. So what is it, the idea? Backed up. Yeah, there we go. That's how far the water gets. Oh wait, over there. No bots, no Logi network problems. Well, I mean, the Logi network thing isn't that much of a problem. Down goes the water. That's actually keeping up. Whoops. I didn't expect that to keep up. How many bills do I actually need? 9. Admittedly, I only need 9 bills. 10's a bit a bit excessive. I might still do 10 anyway, because I just because I can. I don't actually need 10. Yeah, I didn't expect these to actually keep up. How much is that making? 12k a minute. That's actually how much is needed for... oh, maybe a little bit more. Oh, wait. Forgot to put these back. I need modular anything. 28 a minute. Ah. A whole lot's beacon aligned, actually. Ah. That's no good. So you mean... What do you mean, like stagger like this? Or something like that? Like that, or... something else? Let's try this again. Oh, like the current sulfur thing. So I need to... Boop. Let's just get this aligned. I'm just thinking about this at a minute. Probably didn't need to do all this crap. Where are those machines not affected by the beacons? Did I... them? I mean, they need modules too. No, yeah, no, they are actually not affected by the beacons. I need to move them over further. Water pipe needs to move. Do that. I might as well put them... I mean, I'm already giving it the... the extra gap, so I might as well make use of it. One, two down the bottom. One or two more tailing off this up. Fine. Ah, it doesn't quite reach. I was hoping... I can always just push it out slightly further. I was hoping that I wouldn't need to... that I could put them here, then there'd be room for the... I guess that means I put it back like that then. I was hoping I could extend it here, because then it's a little bit cleaner here. With the water, because the water can just come there. Everything that needs it. Yeah. After having gone through all that, goes back again. Probably another little optimization that can be made to the pipes. But I don't want to go too nuts. Gets to a point where you got to get on with your life and rather than optimizing pipes. Let's move on. Could really go nuts as well and just use pumps all the way. I could also landfill this and have it directly feed from offshore pumps. Two options. Think I tiled it correctly. I could actually spawn some water in and see what that does. Sting? There we go, that's more like it. Footage. Not surprising, really. We just give it the fictitious, correct amount of supply. Totally imaginary. Worth considering? Yeah. They do help. Kitties. Hi. And they all should be running slightly short. That one's running completely short. I've seen it done many times. I don't like doing big pump chains, but it is definitely a thing you can do. $400? 400? Actually. That's why you don't see me normally using pumps. I like how I went for landfill. I just clicked on a random tile and it just happened to be landfill. What about if I go side to side? I'm just testing the idea of using pumps instead of pumps feeding in from here instead of just persuasive landfill, strategic landfill. 65 degrees out, cold house. Most two central there works. What are the base plans today? More theory crafting. Currently. More of that old theory crafting. That actually works. Pretended to know. Sure. That makes sense. That works. Just smile and nod. Yep, sure, whatever. Sounds good. Purple one, green. Yeah. So, 200, 400. 9. Those are all going. I wonder if we can get away with one chain. See? Funny if it does. I mean, in theory it can, because these can do 24,000. No, these two. Let's do that. Keep it rolling like that. Crap. 360 items a second. That's a lot of items a second. That actually does work. The argument is, at this point, I might as well just 0, 20. A lot of water. Actually getting all the way down. Output full. I didn't expect to see output full. Oh, it's going down now because it's got a gas deficit. It runs with a gas deficit, so it'll always run short. So, Jesus, 57,000 a minute. I could probably scale it back a little bit, I think. Double it. Sure. Yeah, if the Twitch pop out, active, cause Where's the message on private? Ah, when you can have it pop it. It does, the Twitch thing does pop out quite nicely. One thing they did get right. That one doesn't do anything. That one hardly does anything. Hmm. Hey, it's a laser. It's funny. Technically, I can scale it back, but I don't need to scale it back. But at least I know I can do that. So I don't need to build it on a lake. Having said that, Factorio lab. So back to the lab. That's actually... Hang on a minute. That is legitimately all of the... oh dear. That is actually all of the sulfur that's actually needed. Everything right there. 7,000. That's actually all of it that's needed. Like, to at least break even. So I need 2 of these things, really. So it really needs 63k. Can I supply it? Hopefully. I watch NCIS New Orleans? Not really. I did watch the original NCIS. It was a long time ago. I don't really remember it now, though. So long ago. Watching it now. Rod 6 and Speed 6 modules. No, I didn't include it because they're not strictly part of it. Someone else made that. So I'm only using, same with the Mark 2 and 3 beacons. They are not part of Factorio Extended normally. Burp. NCIS LA. That reduce it? Probably. That'll be how sensitive to, yeah, see, it's so sensitive to pipe throughput that actually killed it. Like, it cannot go it cannot go, it needs, the water volume is so high, it cannot go through 2 tiles. Admittedly, the 2 pumps is the same as that, so either or. It means that doubling up these might actually be beneficial. So stupid. Want to pump water from both sides? I can. The problem is that I need a water source on both sides. Because the only reason I have a water source is because I spawn one in. I only really did it because I was kind of curious to see how well this would work. Turns out it worked pretty well. What I would do is actually, if I had a water source like here or here, I would split it in half. Your mum doesn't like LA. How many NCISs are there now? And now it's just like 10 million spin-offs. It's 130%. That's a lot of. It's a lot of extra items of. A lot of extra productivity. That's why I don't like the modules, because they just get silly. Like once you get the productivity over 100%, you're getting 2 for the price of 1. Green underground, 12, I think. No, 11. How do they arrive at 11? Because that one, oh, I suppose that one is actually 9. Okay, now I know where. Yeah, I know why. Its gap is 4, which is a total of 5. 6, which is 7. 9. 9, which is 8 plus 1. Yeah. It's interesting is that this one scales linearly, and then this one just doubles for whatever reason. But for no apparent reason, it just doubles. When are you going to redeem stab? I want to save it the same. Save it for now because of the thingy thing. Sure, yellow. So what I mean is, see, it's a gap of 4, and then you include this as well as 5. So I always think of them at a distance of 4, because that's how much is there. There's four tiles between. $10 green and 21 purple. As I say, I don't understand why purple doubles green, even though green scales linearly with everyone else. So in theory, it should actually be like 15 or something. Yeah, I guess super upgrade. Either bring the purple down or push the green up a little bit. I'd argue. Push the green up to like 15. Then it would be more consistent. And I'm not complaining about the 22 gap. I actually quite like it. It's just that you compare it to green and they're just so disappointingly short. Since a while. That's basic oil. Basic oil doesn't only gives you petroleum gas. Since version 17, I think. It was version 17? I'm pretty sure it was 17. Yeah, because I did it on the Railbus, and that was version 17. Oh, 18, but now, but yeah. There was an oil, they changed oil so that, basic oil, so it only gives you petroleum gas because it gives you the other oils and you can't do anything with it until you research advanced oil, which didn't make a hell of a lot of sense. What's funny is that they also finally, it was my suggestion for the longest time was to eliminate the water port here instead of having 2 crude oil, or eliminate the second crude oil terminal here, or the connection here. And for the longest time, it was like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to change it. And it got changed. 15 or 6. Yeah, that's why. A lot of recipes are changed. No more mining drills in science either. That means. Wherever they are. Yeah. Get rid of it. Yeah. These things used to need mining drills back in 16. Which was a hell of a pain. The kind of issue I'm facing now is it makes either too little or too much depending on which way you spin it. Hmm. Somewhere someone else did those. It's the way to do it. Do the map.
Bits.
With the random bits. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate that. 1,000 biddies. Thank you very much for that. Better it makes too much. True. I mean, I can't really scale it down. Downside is I need 2 of them to scale it up, I need to add more, which is this thing. Really, I could probably add more. At the same time, I probably shouldn't add more. Alrighty. How much further can we take it? Heat fluids? They're not great. They're not fun. At least the basic oil does simplify things. Those beacon aligned? They shouldn't be. I thought I offset them. Yeah, they're off. 17.6. They should be 33.6. Yeah, 33. I mean, it's not like I make that mistake 2 or 3 times along the way. Gotta look close. Yeah, it's caught me. I definitely haven't done a double take a few times already. I'm just thinking now how to couple acid onto it. Yeah, this is 1-to-1 refinery to chem plant. I could do 2 of these and then do acid somewhere else. I might even go. I do like the idea of processing acid on site. I do like the idea of it. What about beacons? Oh dear. I'm kind of partial to that idea of training the acid again. Uh, 5, 2, 5. Those 2 in the middle. Slight oversight, isn't it? 13? That's an odd number. 6. 7, yeah. Yep. And that's the middle there. Right. 7. 7. This doesn't look right. 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps. 1, 2, 3 gaps. The middle is actually there. Means that plugs in there. No. Oh, it's one of those. It's either there or there. Boop, 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 boop. Doesn't connect. Those don't connect. Just all kinds of awkward. Try and make it work though. So go there. Two columns of beacons. Place these. Ideally, I wouldn't have that there. Yeah, for those. Mm, not doing this for any other reason than it just looks a little bit nicer. As if you really could make this monstrosity look any nicer. With the green wire, that's part of the tank balancing. It helps balance out the tank usage. I might need to tweak the input ones just to optimize this. Because this is just a mess of pipes. This ain't good. Yeah, I lost the wire. Doesn't matter. For now, actually, it does matter. Oh no, I didn't lose the wire. I'm just blind. Yeah, it won't work too well if I don't fix the wire, so I better fix them now. Alright. I need 1 unit of train. Train is there. Got it in inventory, I just couldn't see it. I don't know, those things. Noises! Hi. I'm hosting. That is really loud. Yeah. It might not be feeding enough in. Actually gaining. Gaining. Hey, it's Acacia. How you doing? The full dealio. Uh, empty. Oh. Also, have some fuel. That would be a good idea. Up. Ah. Help if you had power. Does it improve it? No. Doesn't actually increase it. Can I do 6,000? Right, what do you say now? What say you now? There we go. That looks like it works. Can't argue with the results. Factory be slurping? It does. It's thirsty. Thirsty for some oil. Just need to tidy up that somehow. Alright, top one's empty first, naturally. It's gonna slide down, is it? It should all be pretty close to being empty. It's holding that one off. Actually, see, these are being held off until it drains this one. Now it's draining them. It's kind of annoying still that it does exactly 57,000, which is exactly what's needed. But I need 63. I suppose I could do one of these for blue science and for any explosives which happen to be needed. Not that explosives are really needed. Or I can do and then I can do a second one which then does acid. Although this doesn't lend itself to, like, this design doesn't really want to do acid production here. The problem is acid needs something like this there, and then the acid in the center. So I need to get it over the beacon somehow. I can't do this dense setup. And that leads back to where I was saying where I might train the acid and make acid on site again. I did actually like that because it does, like on the battery one, it did significantly reduce the amount of pipe work needed because you don't need the pipes for the connecting the tanker train to the chemical plants for the batteries. I mean, you still need chemical plants to make the acid and connect it, but it's less pipe. Sort of the point. And there we go. It just finished equally. How much sulfur does a machine make? Whatever it is for 17.6 and to a second. That's probably never going to get built. I think it's 24 again. Yeah, 24. So, I think it's like 2k per machine. Two point three, 2.4, 2.375-ish. I can actually check properly. That's 17.6. It's crazy fast. 17.6, 2 per 1, 1.4, 1 is 9? The hard part is just getting. I suppose I could, like, if I was to do acid locally, I could load underground to an acid machine, acid chemical plant, and do it here. But I think I'm set on doing on-site acid again. I wanna do some more experimenting with it. Make it wait a little while. There. Back can we clean this up a little bit? The share, yeah, how do you have a link to it? Is it like a paste bin or something? A picture? You could probably drop it in Discord as well. That works too. It's easier than dealing with the spam protection and the links and all that crap. And it's also, you can get back to it. Thing I was thinking was drop this like down here. That, come up. It's easy to find stuff. It's on Discord. Yo, like super. Oh, it's a pipe in the way. How inconvenient. How inconsiderate of you, pipe. Blah, blah, blah. There. Ideally, I group these in fours if I could. Hmm. And without the pumps, that one's now struggling. Not really. I mean, it's showing empty, but it's filling up. Having said that, getting rid of that one actually is more important. Of imposter. Lucky. All one. How'd you pull that one off? Two rounds as a team. Is it just a rando one? Set group. I haven't done some Among Us in a long time. I need to have it up. I need to get back onto it. Go up one. I feel like I might be trading. What's that? Pipe from one location to another. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've technically added 2 pipes then. On the planet map. Oh, the Polus. Polus, unless you have Polus can either go really, really well or really badly for the imposter. Pruling those proximity chat. It's a neat idea, but I wouldn't. Yeah, the lava one. That's the lava one. So far I've added more. Delete all oil pipes. Yeah, it's a very big open map, so there's lots of potential for hiding bodies. But there's also a bit of luck involved in that too. Actually, I think that's equal. That's terrible. One kill at the size. Oh, never gonna find that body. Yeah, if you... Yeah, no matter where you go, Nightbot's there to say hello to you. Hmm. I just turned one massive block of pipes into another massive block of pipes. One round. It was like the body of my imposter mate was found. Yeah. 2 you killed were not found at all. The fact that you managed to even kill 2 people and not have the bodies found at all is pretty decent. Pretty decent effort. I could just, yeah, maybe just go all custom, not try and make it tileable. Would be smart. I should have actually blueprinted it and compared the total pipes. Oh well. Minor details. A little bit quicker. Keep tweaking this every time. Go Control V. 2 columns of plastic. What am I looking at? We in playground mode? We are. So the blue is the chem plants and the chem plants that turn gas into plastic. So they're both chem plants. The blue and the purple. Oh, the blue is the beacons. Okay. Oh, okay, so you got 2 stages of yeah, okay. I see. like a wheel creation. It is, isn't it? All you need to do is use gun turrets as beacons and railway track as belt. It would be a perfect wheel creation. I mean, oh yeah. That back. One goes there. 4. It's gonna hurt my head a lot. A lot. Suppose I could shuffle that. Just that one that needs to find a home. That's direct, that's direct. Yeah. Winning. What's the time? Oh, we're blowing past time again. Trouble is this one can't get up there. What's the purpose of 2 lines? Because one's not enough throughput. Yeah, close. Actually be up there. It's the old double pipe trick. Why is there a need for even 1 line? It does help equalize it. Like, I could go direct. Actually, I can't. Can I go direct? There's only 6. I could expand it to 8. Just really super awkward. I feel like I've just made things really complicated. Almost want to undo and get more coffee. Or you think you're trying to avoid adjacent pies? It's all. It doesn't. The adjacency thing. It doesn't really. There's no. The more nodes is just doesn't really matter. They never. The pipe thing was never implemented. The thing with all the joins was never implemented. Still the same old system, as far as I'm aware. What's the old double pipe trick? Do you remember the rail bus? Even on the rail bus, I don't think it is anymore. Is it even still there? Which map even has it? I don't even know which map has it. Because I think I replaced it with barrels on this one. But it was, It ended up being like 8 pipes in parallel. Just a big block of pipes. Like it was like having endless problems with pipe throughput. So I ended up with a big block of pipes like this to increase the throughput, and it actually worked. It actually helped. I mean, there's no reason for it to work, but it worked. And I remember around the same time, Hapalis was having the same problem, and then someone suggested him to do the same thing, and it was like, don't think about it, just do it, and it worked for him as well. I mean, I could expand this to 8, and run each tank to each block of 4. Probably that would actually make a lot more sense, arguably. It just uses the nearest neighbor, the pipe stuff. Same old nearest neighbor thing, at least as far as I'm aware. Yeah, where it shunts, where each one of these is an inventory, and it just shunts it to its neighbors every tick. It always prefers going north? Whichever direction is index 0, it always prefers going that way, and then it goes clockwise round each index. So it inherently pushes it to one side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this way is direction 0, not north. I don't remember though. That's why the left side of this water pipe was always full and the other side kept flashing as empty, because it was constantly pushing it down here. And so anything that spilled over was coming across. Ridiculous that it's actually pushing over 10,000 water through there. Yeah, it is. Pump pipeline. Yeah, I do try and avoid those if I can help it. I kind of hate them. I mean, I say that, and I do and there I do a whole bunch more. And not going, because I probably don't get oil, because I was playing around with it. No, it just legitimately doesn't get oil. Oh, 'cause it's empty. Just consumes the equivalent barrel. Barrel and all. Yeah, the nearest neighbor thing, it it means that going one or two, 2 or 3 tiles is you get an incredibly high throughput, but it exponentially decays the longer it gets. There we go. It's amazing it's actually getting water. Quite a few Kiamanon in. I think that's consistently... Oh, not running. And these two. Output full. Just not getting water. Yeah, it's kind of strange how it works though. That like when you're running low on water, it's always like in the middle or the beginning or something. It always ends up in some weird place. In the same time, that's 67, which is now beyond what is needed. Amazingly, 2400, 2400, 2400. So we're at 12,000 of. You know, this is only possible in Factorio Extended now, because that's more than what a basic pump can do. More than what the standard pump can do. What are we at? 12,000 still. Apparently. 0, 0, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Standard pump can do 6? I thought it did 12. Yeah, 12. 12,000 a second. Or is there some weird thing going on where it actually is only 6, not 12? I mean, given that there needs to be a tile here, it's probably why it can't do more than 12. Oh, yeah, divides by 2, yeah. See. So it is actually only 6, not 12. Okay. I can't. So I actually do need. Yeah. I need to reintroduce the 2. I did a little bit too much then. Can't be flipped. Not with that attitude. I pushed that way too far away. Oops. Oopsie. Solution to all problems, just throw pumps at it. I mean, I don't even need to do that, really. Anything to the throughput line? I can't explain how or why it works. But for some reason, for whatever reason, it does work. Where's that? 32. 16's there. Lost track of it. And 19, 17, 16, 18, 16. There. The more reasonable way to do it. There. Can it manage? Nope. Can it manage? Nope. Can that? Offset them slightly. 1.8. 6,000. 1,000. Yeah, I need a pump. I wanted to see how much I could get away with. Yeah, okay. That's a bit more sensible than just hammering. Oh, that one's on the struggle bus. That one there should be 15. This one should be 16. Probably is losing a whole bunch there. Does it count? Underground pipes as 2? Yeah, because 1 for each side. Push it down 1 just to try and offset it. You. There. That also works. So 3. These 2 don't do anything. This is the whole mean of doing. It's just crazy having to deal with this crap. See, that's now running out. That now. I might have just gone too far though. Pull it back 1. Now I need to go refill coffee anyway, and then I might. Oh, okay, well I'll pick this maybe up 1 again, then refill coffee. That's what I was meaning. I'd still like to eliminate. Oh, that's equivalent, but I'd like it to actually function ideally. No. I think water's going to be a consistent problem. Wireless headphones. There's an argument for wireless headphones. Who are you complaining about? Lack of gas. Person having a lack of gas. About now. And I still got to, like, now that I've got 8, I still got to connect all of these tanks up to it, which I think is going to be problematic in itself. I think it's just going to be, I think this thing is just too big to do what it's trying to do. I think I'm going to have to just cut down the size and do 2 of them. Maybe split it in half and do 2. But anyway, coffee time now, and then we'll look at that after.